Houston County grand jurors indicted a man who police say murdered his wife more than 20 years ago.
Yeah, Kinsley, that indictment is a win for Dothan police, who received new information several months ago. Now, that led to Dwight Mills' arrest in February on murder and corpse abuse charges. Investigators say on Christmas Eve in 2001, he killed his 49-year-old wife, Sharon, then drove from Dothan to Holmes County, Florida, and dumped her in a ditch. Only weeks later did officers find her decomposed remains.
First jailed on $1.5 million bond, a judge reduced Mills' bail to $150,000, and the Houston County Jail released him pending trial. Sharon Mills' family credits Wiregrass Angel House, a victims advocate agency, with assisting the investigation that led to Dwight Mills' arrest.